Manifesting is not something that can elude you or something that should confuse you. It should be very simple. In this video, I'll give you all my beginner tips, tricks, and resources. Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the Baby Elephant community. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, and so much more. Since the beginning of this channel, I've been sharing with you my own journey with the law of attraction. And many of you know that I've been studying it now for about 14 years, almost 15 years, which is crazy. And as I grew, the channel grew. And a lot of the things that we talk about have become a lot more complex. But I still always get the question, where do I start with the law of attraction? How do I start manifesting? In my opinion, the law of attraction never gets more complex. Manifesting is so easy, and it's honestly the most fun part of the spiritual journey. And so while other aspects of this channel may have deepened and aspects of myself may have deepened, today I want to take it back to basics with the law of attraction and just give you the best resources of where we can start. Let's keep it simple, because during these difficult times in the world, we need to be having more fun. We need to be laughing more. We need to be enjoying ourselves more. We need things to be a little bit easier. So even if you are a skilled manifester, sometimes going back to the basics really re-ups your game, reminds you of your creative genius, and makes manifesting fun again. So I often go back to the basics to remind myself. Before we get started with today's video, I want to talk about one of the resources that I'll be offering to you today by giving Audible a big thank you for sponsoring today's video. Audible is the biggest audiobook and spoken word entertainment platform where you can have access to thousands of audiobooks ranging from self-development to fiction to, celebrity memoirs. Every month, members get to choose one title and also 2 Audible originals from the month's current selection. Members also get access to guided meditations and workout routines and so much more. I use Audible every single day, so it's always fun for me when they sponsor a video because then I can offer you a free trial with them. If you visit audible.com/Leeor or text Leeor to 500-500, you get a free month, a free trial, and some credits. And I talk about some books in this videos, such as The Law of Attraction Teachings of Abraham by Jerry and Esther Hicks. And you can just download your Audible trial below and get that and start listening to it right now. I have a ton of audiobooks that I revisit all the time. The new one that I just started listening to is The Source by Tara Swart, PhD, MD. It's good so far. I also always go back to The Seed of the Soul by Gary Zukav. Listening to that book constantly has changed my life, honestly. The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer is good. Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Food of the Gods by Terence McKenna was so interesting. I've talked about this in previous videos before. If you are into history, religion, spirituality, and plant medicine, I highly recommend checking that book out. So thank you to Audible for sponsoring this video. And if you guys want to get your free trial, link is down below. So let's start with talking about what the law of attraction is. It's one of the laws of the universe, much like the law of karma, the law of one, the law of vibration. Abraham Hicks, who, if you're not familiar with them, we'll talk about them in just a little bit. They say that the law of attraction is the most powerful law of all. I personally think that they all balance each other out. It's checks and balances for one another, and that they all go hand in hand. So it's not so much that there's a hierarchy, it's more that they check each other as a system. On the most basic level, the law of attraction basically states that like attracts like. Another definition is that which is like unto itself is drawn, which is just a more complicated way of saying what you are, you attract, what you vibrate, what you believe, what you think, what you emote, what you feel, what you act as, you attract. So in order to manifest, which means to bring the immaterial into the material, to bring what's in our brain into our hands, we must match the frequency of what it is that we want to manifest. So in simple terms, if we want to be happy, we must become happiness. And now in more practical terms, if you want a relationship, think about how a relationship would make you feel. Think about how being within a relationship feels like. What does it feel like? And then Find a way to feel that way already without that relationship, because what you're doing is matching the frequency of where you would be if you had that relationship. That is the simplest way of manifesting. Now, there are so many ways to do this, right? There are so many ways to evoke emotions. There's all these methods on my channel, which we'll talk about all the videos later on in this video. But what's really important, what's really crucial is to just understand that your emotions and the way that you feel and the way that you see yourself, your belief system, is what's going to attract your outer reality. Everything starts from within and then is projected outwards. It all starts from inside. So you can change everything on the outside of your life, but you're still the same on the inside. You can change yourself completely on the inside, and suddenly the outside will begin to completely change for the better. So this works on the principle that you can't perceive something if you're not on the same vibration as that thing. So if I'm in a low frequency, if I'm really sad, if I'm jealous, angry is not even that low of an emotion, but uneasy, upset, shameful, guilty. It's really very difficult for me to get from that place to manifesting something that exists in this frequency right here, right? So we have to match frequencies. So a lot of people like to say that you won't get it if it's not meant for you. I think that the way that that actually works is you're vibrating at a certain frequency. Something that you want exists at a different frequency. We're not really sure at what frequency it exists in, but you don't seem to be able to manifest it. And why is that? Is it perhaps because time is an illusion and you receiving this thing would actually lower your vibration? The thing is, we often do manifest things that lower our vibration. We think that there's a certain person that we want to manifest, a specific person, and we want to be with that person. We manifest them, they're in our lives, we're in a relationship, and we find out this person was a horrible experience. I manifested many bad relationships, right? Did I manifest them because they're meant for me, or just because I simply wanted to? Of course, we live in a universe with free will, and I manifested them because I wanted them, and because I existed at that level of frequency, that vibration. So for example, all those years ago when I was vibrating at a place of insecurity, I was drinking a lot, partying a lot, I was mistreating myself. I didn't think to myself, wow, I really want a cheating boyfriend that treats me really poorly. No, I thought to myself, I want to manifest my soulmate. So I manifested somebody that I believed to be my soulmate, and he treated me just as badly as I treated myself. That's only because I was at the same frequency as him. We could perceive each other because we were at the same frequency. And now at the frequency that I'm at, I'm not going to run into him. I'm not going to see him. That kind of person will never end up in my life again. I'll never be in a situation like that again, because I've worked for many years now on improving my frequency and improving the signals that I send out from my subconscious mind. Because as you get deeper into your spiritual journey, you'll understand that the majority of the things that you are manifesting actually originate in the subconscious mind. And there's some certain work that has to be done to stop manifesting things that we don't want to manifest and to start manifesting things that we do. But on a very basic beginner level, you can manifest anything you want, and you should. You should try manifesting whatever it is that you want, as small as a cup of coffee, as big as becoming a CEO of a company, traveling the world, whatever. Did I say cup of coffee or a cup of company? I hope I said that right. But it doesn't matter, because you have to have your own experience, and your own experience is perfect no matter what it is. So if you do manifest that person that you've been dreaming about and they end up not being the right person for you, that's okay. That's still perfect. Look at your incredible creative powers. You did that so that you could learn more about yourself and more about what you want from life. I manifested every single one of my bad relationships and all my good relationships too. And I learned from all of them, and I don't regret one of them, not one. I can't regret them. They made me who I am today. And in that way, it's not just with relationships, it's with careers, it's with jobs. I manifested a ton of amazing jobs, working at incredible places, world-renowned places like TMZ and Daily Mail, E-News, working for actors. We're just working at incredible jobs. That's not what I do right now, and that's not what I want to do. But do I regret it? Do I regret that my frequency manifested that experience into my life? Absolutely not. I was playing. We came here to play, to see what we can bring what we can align to, what we can experience. We're here to experience. So don't be afraid of manifesting the wrong thing, because if you do, okay, so time to manifest the next thing. It's fine. So in order to manifest anything into our lives, we have to embody already having it through our thoughts, our emotions, our beliefs, our words, and our actions. Beliefs would be the number one, the most important. The subconscious mind doesn't distinguish reality from imaginary. So through visualizing and through emoting, through feelings, calling upon feelings, eliciting emotions, we activate our powers of creation and we move the imaginary into the real. The universe works by providing evidence and proof for your beliefs. So the best way to explain this is through an example that I often use that I believe came from Abraham originally. If you believe something is going to be difficult, the universe will give you the evidence and the proof to make it so. If you believe something is going to be easy, the universe will give you the proof and the evidence to show you that as well. It's all based on our beliefs. It's also funny because in one of my very first law of attraction videos, we talk about pen and an elephant. And I say, you can ask for a pen and you can ask for an elephant. The universe doesn't understand that one is bigger than the other, because the universe is not the human mind, right? It's the divine aspect of ourselves, the bigger picture, the creative genius, the creator behind all of everything. There's nothing too big to ask for, nothing too small, nothing silly, nothing wrong. It's all perfect. So where and when can you start? You start right here, today. You can pull out a journal and a pen and write a letter to introduce yourself to the universe. A letter of introduction to the universe. So I would write something like, Dear Universe, hi, I'm Leeor, but you probably know that already. I'm grateful for the beautiful life that I live. Thank you for all my blessings, for my health, for my friends, for my family's health. I'm grateful I got to go to a good school and get a good degree. I'm grateful to have a roof over my head, and I'm grateful that I have really good food and warmth in the winter. Thank you for all of that. I appreciate everything, all the blessings that you brought to my life already. And then this is when the fun part starts. You can start putting your order in with the universe. Simply continue this letter by writing, I'm also grateful for the following things that you are bringing or have already brought into my life. And then list away anything and everything that you could want. Your heart's desire. You can't ask for too much. The universe simply doesn't have that concept. If you are really super at the beginning, I recommend asking for one thing at a time so that you can build your belief system. And I recommend asking for something that has low stakes. So if you're going to ask for somebody, for your crush to text you, if your crush doesn't have your number, you're going to be checking your phone constantly. But if you're going to ask for a cup of coffee, you might even forget about that. So maybe starting with asking for a free cup of coffee from the universe is a really good place to start. Then start manifesting parking spots and little things, hearing from an old friend, running into somebody, seeing signs and synchronicities, which I have a lot of videos about. And then you can start for asking more and more. And building your belief system is a really fun way to start playing with the universe. Sign the letter with a great big thank you and keep it somewhere safe and then forget about it. A good way to forget about all this is to continue with your law of attraction education. So you can start reading books such as Esther and Jerry Hicks channeled books, which is Law of Attraction, The Teachings of Abraham. That is a really good place to start. That was the first book that I read ever about the Law of Attraction when I was 14. You can get that for free right now from your Audible trial. That's one of my favorite books to recommend. Another good book by them that I always recommend is Ask and It Is Given. Those two are incredible for starting your journey. Dr. Wayne Dyer also has really good books on manifestation, such as The Power of Intention. If you want to go to the classics, to books that were written 100 years ago, but that still hold water and that their wisdom is tested by time, I recommend The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn and Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You'll see that the concepts might be outdated, but the lessons and the wisdom is timeless, and it changed my life for sure. The most important thing to remember when it comes to manifesting is your energy. If you're doubtful of your own power and the power of the benevolent forces of the universe, this will postpone your successful receiving of this thing that you're asking. You can't set an intention and then worry about when, how, where, why, when, what, whatever, when you'll receive it. That's putting out doubt and fear. That's not aligning to the correct frequency to receive what you want. Because think about it. What you want is over here. Your doubt is over here. There's no connection. You're going to have to work through that and feel grateful for the existence of this frequency and of this thing that you want. Manifesting is easy, and it's not about forgetting about what you want. It's more about releasing that energetic attachment to when, where, how, all those questions. Releasing that attachment to it. So if you're ready to start your journey, I have a playlist with over 200 videos on manifesting with the Law of Attraction, my Law of Attraction toolkit. Once you start binging, a few videos in, you'll become a manifesting expert. And this has, it's my favorite playlist. It's the one that gets binge watched the most. And you'll get all the information you could possibly need about manifesting through all those videos. So I'll have that over here somewhere for you in just a moment and linked down below as well. The cool thing is when you start studying the laws of the universe wants to impress you. It wants to show off. So it's going to start throwing little things at you. Here's a miracle, here's a blessing, here's a gift. Look at me, look at what you can do. Look at what you can do when you pay attention to me. Look at what we can do together. I hope that helped if you've been worrying about where to start. I appreciate you for watching, and I hope you watch more videos on Law of Attraction and on spirituality. It's always good to go back to basics. Thank you for watching. Please thumbs up this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, keep your vibrations way, way, way up. Bye.